Before becoming one of the world's most controversial presidents, Donald Trump was already one of America's most famous businessmen. But how did a kid from Queens actually build and then lose a massive financial empire? We all know the iconic hair, the towering gold buildings, and that signature double fist pump dance. But beneath the internet memes and reality TV drama lies a truly wild financial roller coaster. It is a story of ruthless ambition, taking on massive debt, and the ultimate power of branding. The story does not start in a Manhattan penthouse. It starts in the boroughs of Brooklyn and Queens. His father, Fred Trump, was a highly successful developer of middle-class housing and apartment complexes. Fred was extremely frugal, tough, and knew exactly how to squeeze every single penny until it screamed. Young Donald learned the ropes early by collecting rent and dealing with tough working-class tenants directly. But Donald wanted far more than just building simple brick apartment blocks in the outer boroughs. He looked across the East River at the glittering, towering skyline of Manhattan with pure hunger. That was where the real money, the real power, and the real fame were waiting for him. In the 1970s, New York City was broke, dangerous, and on the very verge of bankruptcy. Investors were fleeing the city, but Donald saw a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make his mark. He targeted the Commodore, a decaying, filthy hotel located right next to Grand Central Station. He did not have the cash, so he used his father's powerful connections and immense credit. Donald managed to convince the city to give him an unprecedented 40-year tax abatement. He wrapped the old, ugly brick building in sleek, modern glass, transforming its appearance completely. The Grand Hyatt opened in 1980 and was an instant, massive financial success for him. Suddenly, Donald Trump was crowned the brand new golden boy of Manhattan commercial real estate. But he was not satisfied. He wanted to build the most luxurious and famous tower in the world. He found a prime, expensive spot on Fifth Avenue, right next to the famous Tiffany & Company. To build it, he had to demolish a historic building, controversially smashing its prized Art Deco sculptures. The press was absolutely outraged, but Trump learned a valuable lesson. All press is good press. Trump Tower officially opened in 1983, a monument to excess, featuring a 60-foot indoor waterfall. The lavish apartments sold for record prices to celebrities, global billionaires, and wealthy foreign investors. Donald lived in the top penthouse, surrounded by gold leaf, imported marble, and painted classical frescoes. He was not just a builder anymore. He had become a major celebrity, a symbol of extreme wealth. He bought a massive luxury yacht, his own airline, and even a professional football team. He co-wrote The Art of the Deal, a blockbuster bestseller that cemented his business genius myth. But his biggest, most dangerous gamble was yet to come, down the coast in Atlantic City. Casino gambling was booming, and Trump aggressively wanted to be the undisputed king of the boardwalk. He didn't just build one casino, he built 3, competing directly against his very own properties. The crown jewel was the Trump Taj Mahal, heavily promoted as the 8th wonder of the world. It cost over $1 billion to build, financed almost entirely by high-interest, risky junk bonds. When it finally opened in 1990, it was a sprawling, neon-lit palace of absolute excess. But there was a massive problem. The casino could never generate enough cash to pay its debts. The economy dipped, the gamblers stayed home, and the massive debt payments became mathematically impossible to meet. In 1991, the Taj Mahal filed for bankruptcy, the first of many for his casinos. Trump's massive empire was crumbling fast. He personally owed billions to a consortium of very angry banks. He was forced to sell his airline, his mega yacht, and put himself on a strict corporate budget. For a terrifying moment in the early 90s, Donald Trump was completely financially underwater. Many experts thought the great Donald Trump story was over, a tragic cautionary tale of hubris. But the banks quickly realized that Trump's famous name was worth more alive than it was dead. If they destroyed him completely, they would lose absolutely everything they had lent to him. So they bailed him out, restructuring his enormous debt and allowing him to survive the crash. He sharply shifted his strategy. Instead of building skyscrapers, he would simply sell his famous name. The Trump brand became a unique product that could be slapped onto almost anything for a fee. Trump Steaks, Trump Vodka, Trump University. He monetized his personal fame relentlessly and without apology. He charged other developers millions just to put the giant gold Trump letters on their buildings. But his ultimate comeback vehicle was not a building. It was a primetime reality television show. In 2004, The Apprentice debuted, starring Trump as the ultimate, infallible corporate boss. He sat in a dramatic boardroom, firing nervous contestants with theatrical flair and perfect comedic timing. The show was a massive, unexpected hit. It erased the ugly stain of his bankruptcies entirely. To millions of Americans watching at home, he was not a struggling developer. He was success itself. The television show paid him hundreds of millions of dollars over its incredible 14-season run. It also supercharged his international licensing business, making his name a truly global luxury commodity. He bought sprawling, historic golf courses in Scotland and exclusive high-end resorts down in Miami. He cultivated an image of sheer unstoppability, mastering the news cycle with bold, outrageous statements. He realized that human attention, whether good or bad, was the single most valuable currency on Earth. This aggressive strategy culminated in the most shocking career pivot in modern American history. In 2015, he rode down the golden escalator in Trump Tower to announce his presidency. He used the exact same tactics that built his brand: bombast, controversy, and pure entertainment value. And just like the roaring crowds at his rallies, he always brought his signature entertainment moves. Doing his famous stiff-arm dance to the village people, keeping everyone completely captivated and watching. He treated the intense campaign trail like it was the ultimate season of reality television. Against all statistical odds, the kid from Queens who built casinos became the commander-in-chief. So what is the real business lesson of Donald Trump's incredibly wild and chaotic career? First, leverage is absolutely everything. Using other people's money can build empires, or entirely destroy them. Second, public perception often creates reality. If you consistently act like a winner, people will believe it. He proved that a powerful personal brand can survive almost any type of catastrophic financial disaster. His numerous bankruptcies would have easily ruined a quiet man, but Trump was never a quiet man. Third, never underestimate the sheer power of pure, unapologetic confidence in the absolute face of failure. You definitely do not have to be the smartest person in the room if you are the loudest. Today, his actual net worth remains a subject of intense global debate and heavy legal scrutiny. But whether you view him as a brilliant genius or a con man, his cultural impact is undeniable. He turned a modest family real estate business into a global brand, and then a political movement. Donald Trump didn't just play the normal game of capitalism, he rewrote the rules entirely.